Yeah, it's that time again. You know where you at? Valhalla, let's get it. Turn the sound up. Lights down low, but the screen bright, glowing. Another game day, yeah, the energy flowing. Valhalla's on the mic, yeah, the host with the most. From the west to the Midwest, we raising the toast for the boys in blue. Dodger fan, we run deep while the other fans sleep. These the promises we keep. Every pitch, every swing in the chat, we all in. This ain't just a stream, this a straight up call, and we getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight for the purple and gold or the blue and white. From the Calico sun to the Minnesota cold, for the Vikings faithful, stories yet to be told. Skull Vikes in the house, hear the war horn sound. Best sports talk on the tube, just look around. Then we switching the lanes for the other purple and gold. Laker Nation stand up, watch the legends unfold. This a place for the fans by a real fanatic. The passion is real, man, the vibe's automatic. We getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight for the purple and gold or the blue and white. Yeah, you see the vision, you feel the pride. Hit that subscribe, nowhere to hide. Smash it like button, show them we here. Become a member, make the message clear. You ain't just a viewer, you part of the crew. Showing that support, yeah, we seeing you. Yeah! The hall is live. Valhalla Sports Talk. We here all day. Let's go!
What is up, everybody? What is up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Vikings versus Ravens. NFL football action here on the channel, y'all. I am currently watching this overtime thriller. Atlanta versus Indianapolis, tied at 25 in overtime. The Colts just forced a 3 and out on the Falcons. Early shout-outs to the few up in here. El Shiva Jones is in the house. Cobra is in the house. Robin Brazel. Scapegoated Studios LLC. Aloha. Aloha. Skull Vikings, baby. This is Viking Jerome. Let's go. So I'm not going to be able to watch the game, y'all. I'm going to watch it on Red Zone. So I'll be calling the plays based on what I see on Sportsnet Canada. And then, so that's in between the 20s, right? But when they get in the red zone, y'all, either one of the teams, I'll call that from what I'm seeing on the television. I am not Team Sunday Ticket any longer. Definitely not Team Sunday Ticket anymore. Ain't no way. Ain't no friggin' way. I literally have watched every Viking game up to this point. We're in week 10, and I haven't missed a single one. This will be the first one I miss. And it won't be long, and we'll be in the playoffs. So, playoffs? Yes, playoffs. So, looking forward to that, y'all. But anywho, for those of you that like to bet a little Skrilla, some scratch, some bacon, some dinero, some dollars, some ducats, some cheddar, some cheese, some money, some moolah on the game, the Ravens are the 4.5 point favorite. Ravens 4.5 point favorite. The Ravens are minus 225 on the money line. Vikings plus 185. Over under run scored is 49. This game will be held at US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So this is the time, y'all. In the chat, let's get a prediction. Who's going to win the game? What's the score going to be? Let's hear it in the chat. I'll put mine in right now. Right now, y'all. I'm going to put my score in. I'm going to say 49, huh? 49, huh? This is my prediction, y'all. My stone cold lock. Stone cold lock. Vikings 27, Ravens 24. Heart Radio covers the games with Paul Allen. Vikings wrote. A Cowboy's going to win, says Mick. Yeah, I'm not doing radio anymore, Viking Jerome, so I appreciate you for telling people to leave me and go listen to it on the radio. Yes, son of a bia. Cowboy's going to win today, says Mick. Y'all getting over any snow over there in Minnesota land? I wouldn't know, geocentric. I am in Arizona. I am in Arizona, so I don't know if they're getting any snow. Holmquist in the house. Morning, Val and Thor. Hope you're feeling better. I'm good. I'm Gucci. My prediction, just win, baby, says Viking Jerome. Ellis Shiva predicts 15-3 Vikings. Wow, low scoring game. Low scoring game. Tough in the NFL these days. All right, Colts trying to move into position to win this bad boy, y'all. Oh, I'm asking the chat. Oh, tracking. Yeah, any Minnesotaites? Minnesotaites? What's the weather report in Minnesota? Please don't talk about the Dallas Cowboys. It's getting old as hell, says Edward Barber. We going to talk about them, Edward. We going to talk about the Cowboys just like we going to talk about everybody else. And nobody cares if you think it's getting old as hell. I'm listening to both, says Viking Jerome. You got to have many fans viewing from Minnesota, says Geocentric. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I know Viking Jerome is in California. El Shiva's in California. I'm not sure where Mick lives. I'm not sure where Mick lives. He's probably under a bridge somewhere. Jonathan Taylor having him a game in this one, y'all. He is having himself a game. He's about to get him the dub here, too, y'all. They're inside the 10. They are inside the 10, and Atlanta possessed the ball. So that means if the Colts score points here, it's over. 4 minutes left in the overtime. Please give the Dallas Cowboys a break, says Edward Barber. I'm from Montana, says Holmquist. Colts, baby, says Robin Brazel. Colts. I want to go to Texas next, says Scapegoat Studios. I most wanted to go to place, other than, of course, touchdown Colts. Touchdown Colts. And they walk them off in OT. Colts 7-2, 8-2. Colts are 8-2. The surprise of this season. Buccaneers are going to beat the Vikings in the playoffs, by the way, says Geocentric. I'm going to time you out, Geocentric. I'm going to put you on the plane, foo. I think I'll put you on the plane. Just kidding. I'm not going to. I'm really not going to do it. Anywho, so Vikings games on the channel, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because I'm not a rah-rah guy for the Vikings. But our Vikings numbers have been going down considerably each and every week. So why don't you like me? This is what I want. Why don't you like me? I still love my team. I just don't ever anticipate that they're going to do shit. I'm a realist, okay? I've been a fan since 77, and we still ain't got a Super Bowl. Having some fun since Geocentric. I know, buddy. I know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know why my Viking streams suck so bad now. Nice to see what the Colts are doing this season. Got to give credit where credit is due. Daniel Jones, y'all. Daniel Jones. It's November in New York, and I know it's cold. Defense and special teams are key to the Viking win. This is the only place I trust to get the game. This is scapegoated. Well, I don't even get it today. I better find this NFL red zone thing. I know I saw it a couple weeks ago, so I'm pretty sure I have it. Pretty sure I have it on something. But it's not going to be easy, apparently. Not going to be easy for me to find it. But this is 11 o'clock start for our game. Game day live? I might have a problem. I have a problem, y'all. Maybe it was on one of those other services. Anybody know what has NFL Red Zone on it of the streaming services? Maybe it was on Amazon. Bill, I should have done this before. NFL Red Zone, browse with add-on. Locked. Locked the other day. Maybe it was one of the other ones. Sports add-on. Ready to hit continue. COO kick my ass. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll go find it somewhere else. I'll go find it somewhere else, foos. Maybe it was on Prime Video. You almost got my $10 until you asked too many questions, fools. You almost got my $10, sons of bitches. I know I saw it on my TV the other day. It was working, so we already got it, whatever we need to have. R. It. Right, maybe it's not that either. Damn it, why didn't I write it down? Is it on Netflix? No. HBO Max? Can you pay for games to watch individually? No, not yet. Anybody know what Red Zone is on as part of the package? The real Valhalla? Come here if you only want the best and know you want the best. What's up, Theo? Batman. And Batman on HBO. Sports. COO! COO! I don't remember what I saw it on, y'all. Damn it. She's not helping y'all. She's not coming to help me. HBO Max Fubo Sling. It's Cobra. I was just in HBO Max. I'll go back there, though. I think the COO's on the phone in my time of need. HBO Max. There it is. Watch full replays. We go to sports. Upcoming. Wrestling. I don't see it on there, man. Sorry, y'all. This is why my viewership is going down. I know I saw it last week, y'all. I know for sure. F L. I don't see it here though on HBO Max, y'all. It's on the NFL app. It's not on yet. Okay, so just be patient. Not my strength, Nick. Not my strength. NFL Red. Z. It should be on any second though. God dang it. I know I saw it, y'all. I might go back to Hulu. But Hulu's where they tried to sell it to me, right? I don't see it on here, chat. It's on the NFL app. I don't think I have NFL app on my TV, bro. I'm gonna watch it on a phone. I think I am a youngster. Need the big picture. Maybe it was on Peacock. Peacock? Edward Barber, I'm ready. Let's go. Well, ready too, Edward, except I can't find NFL Red Zone. NFL. Fantasy pregame. Steelers Bears. Sunday night football. See it. Telling me Fox Sports has it. It's going to be different for everybody, EK. I don't have it in my area on Fox. DLO! How come that girl's ignoring me, chat? You cruising for a bruising. I'm going back to Hulu again. I know I saw that sumbitch last week. Ugh. 20 we got in here watching me flounder while the COO ignores me. Yeah, we got Bears Giants here. It ain't on Hulu either. It's on, right? Is anyone watching Red Zone right now currently? Anybody? I don't have to download it, bro, because I know I had it last week on one of these sumbitches. I'm gonna go yell at the COO in a minute, yo. About to go yell at her for ignoring me. All right. Someone said HBO Max. I'll check it again. I don't want to buy it for the $10 a month. That's stupid. I'll be right back. Because I know last week without doing that. Why would I insert abs? Do I not have monetization turned on? What a screw up. No wonder my numbers are going down. 23 likes. We got 52 in the house. We're trying to get this thing going, y'all. I don't see it happening yet, though, on it. Ads automator on. Yeah, red zone. Only watching you. Got commercials. Back to the computers. Yep, we're going. This game's going, y'all. This game is a rolling. Vikings kick off, so it's apparently the Ravens ball. Will Riker kicks it 63 yards from Minnesota 35 to the Baltimore 2. Hill returns it out to the 31. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ravens from the 31-yard line. Lamar Jackson back to pass. Pass is incomplete, intended for Zay Flowers. Doesn't tell me where, though. At the half, y'all. At the half, I will do all the stats for you fantasy footballers, both team and individual stats. Got you locked down on that. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. 2nd and 10. Jackson rushes for a 2-yard gain, tackled at the Minnesota 33. At the Baltimore 33. So 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 is the down and distance. 3rd and 8 is the down and distance, chat. Just get it on Hulu, I guess, maybe. Cancel the sumbit. Jackson, the 2-yard rush, right? So third, a pass complete, catch by Likely for 6 yards. So Baltimore likely will punt here on 4th. Baltimore will likely punt it to Minnesota on 4th down here. It said it's on HBO Max, but I couldn't find it on there either. I've looked everywhere too. I don't know where the F I found it last week. So waiting for the next play here, y'all. Waiting for the next one. I even checked Peacock. Peacock! Shout out to the 67 in the house. All right, a punt. Vikings get the $1 million football. Price returned it and tackled at the 14. So Minnesota will start out deep in their own end. Their first possession of the game. There it is. See it on the bottom? Oh, yeah. That's where you're going to have to add it. Let's do that. Stupid. I know I saw it last. I know I should have. McCarthy back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Aaron Jones. Running back out of the backfield there. Today's scores from around the league are running on the bottom of your screen there, chat. Both in the NBA, NFL. Sunday ticket for 32 MTH to CB. They're going to get us for 10 a month. The one that says live. That one. That one, BB. You the best, COO. Of course, I was there. I just didn't want to confirm. Thank you, dear. When I call you, you come running. When I call you, you come running. Aaron Jones rushes for 4 yards on 2nd and 10. That'll make it 3rd and 6, chat. 3rd and 6 for the Vikings. All right, I got red zone now. McCarthy pass complete. Catch made by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards. Minnesota Viking. First down, baby. First down. Oop, wrong one. 8. First down, Vikes. I see a touchdown coming, says Edward. $37.50 a month for that, says CB. Aaron Jones, a 2-yard rush, tackled by Baltimore at the Minnesota 30 now. We moving, y'all. All right, I see him. All right, but they took him off right away. All right, so what's that going to be? So a 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Ball on the Minnesota 30. Try to get my groove going here, y'all. I hope so, Cubes. I hope we get a tutty. I hope we got a tutty coming here. J.J. McCarthy, pass complete to Aaron Jones for 4. Pushed out of bounds. That'll make it a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Doing my math. Doing my quick math there. Stella K, a $10 Valhalla holla. Not my teams, but wanted to say hello and good luck on your Vikings. Thank you, Miss Stella. Thank you for that $10 Valhalla holla. You're the bestesses. You're the bestesses, girl. McCarthy pass. That's the one we just did. Thank you, Miss Stella, for the $10 Valhalla holla. Crazy nice of you. Crazy nice of you to do that. There's Stella. Stella been a member for 51 months, y'all. Legend. Absolute freaking rock star. Absolute rock star, that girl. 62 yards to Naylor. Come on, red zone. 62-yard pass to Naylor. And we're at the 4, so the Vikings are in the red zone. But the red zone isn't in the red zone. All right, they just showed it. So I'm on TV now, y'all. We're in the little box on the right. Little box on the right, chat. Go Vikings, says Edward. Ooh, I don't like those hats. I don't like the Veterans Day hat, y'all. They took the game away. I don't know what happened. They took the Viking game off red zone, y'all. All right, here we go. Back to it. So from the 28, McCarthy in the shotgun, back to pass. Going, corner. Oh, no, that was the big play. That was the big play that got him all the way down there. So here we are live. 1st and goal from the 4. McCarthy under center. Handoff. Jones. Touchdown Vikings, baby. Touchdown Vikings. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 100 in the chat, y'all. So Aaron Jones, a 4-yard rush. Vikings tutty, they strike first. The extra point, I don't know if they're going to show it or not. Yeah, here we go. Nope, they took it away. They took it away. All right, this is going to be hard. Extra point is good. All right, and I'll be dropping. Here we go. $1 million football to the Ravens. Let me go get this scoring play for you parlayers. Let me go get the scoring play. I'll put it in the chat. See if I can find it. Why will it not go to the Viking game? There we go. Right, so let me grab this. We'll drop it in the chat. So it's a Vikings touchdown. Buddy. And there it is, y'all. Vikings 7, Ravens 0. Let's do it. Let's do it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I'm sure they are in a commercial break on the telecast, but the Ravens about to get the ball kicked to them. They're talking about some end zone celebrations. I don't know what they're talking about. That porous Ravens defense should be easy for Minnesota to exploit. You just need to shut down Lamar Jackson, says CB. Again, I'm trying to call this from NFL Red Zone, y'all, so I'll be pretty quiet. I mean, it won't be a real reaction until we get inside the 20 for both teams. But I do know we're in a commercial right now. Brains. And the Ravens will get the ball here shortly, I imagine. 90 viewers, 20 likes. Y'all better start giving this man his flowers. Flowers. Give me some flowers, y'all. All right, I'm putting on the defensive gloves, y'all. We putting on the defensive gloves because we going on defense again. We are going on D. Skull Vikes, baby. Skull Vikes. All right, I'm at the mercy of Sportsnet, y'all. I mean, it seems like this is a long break. There we go. Riker kicks it 58 yards. Mitchell returns it to the Baltimore 32. So 1st and 10, Ravens. Down by 7. Skull says Teresa Jignac. Welcome to the stream. So let's go defense. Back to 100 in the chat. Derrick Henry, a 4-yard gain tackled at the by Minnesota at the Baltimore 36. So that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Ravens. Again, for you fantasy footballers and parlay freaks, gambler alert. I will be dropping the scoring plays in the chat, as well as at halftime, we will look at the team stats as well as the individual player stats at the half. Just working with what I got today, y'all. I cannot see this game unless they're in the red zone. But as I mentioned, 2nd and 6 for the Ravens. Henry, another rush, this time only for 1 yard, tackled at the 37. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Ravens. 3rd and 5. Wow, Texans special teams struggling, they say, on red zone. Fumbling and shit. Third and 5, Lamar Jackson pass complete, caught by Andrews, the tight end, for a 7-yard gain. That'll be first down, Ravens. First and 10 from the Baltimore 44. Billy White Shoes Johnson was the best end zone, Dan, says Edward Barber. Scholes says Teresa. All right, they take us back out there. It's a 3rd and 4. Lamar Jackson gets caught by Andrews. So they looked in and showed that play, the first down. So first and 10 Baltimore from the Baltimore 44. Jackson pass complete, caught by Zay Flowers for 16, another first down. Takes it to the Minnesota 40. Takes it to the Minnesota 40, chat. So first and 10 again. First and 10 again, chat. Derrick Henry, a little 1-yard gain there. Will make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Eat the Blackbirds, says Viking Jerome. Jacksonville just scored. Lawrence to Myers for the tutty. But a false start called on the Jaguars. Wipe it off the board. Jackson pass complete, caught by Hopkins for 7 yards, pushed out of bounds at the 32. So that's going to make it a 3rd and a very short. A 3rd and 2. The Browns just scored. Njoku on the reception. All right, so 3rd and 2, chat. Derrick Henry rushes for 3, first down, Ravens. Ravens moving down the field rather well, rather efficiently. They are approaching the red zone. That's when it should come up on my TV. That's when it should come up. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 29 now. 1st and 10 from the 29. They're showing Jacksonville, Houston. Jacksonville trying to score. 1st and 10, LeBron, Jackson, a pass complete, caught by Henry for 3. So 2nd and 7 from the 26. The defensive gloves aren't working. They're not working, chat. Although I was raised by a crow, I don't have feelings for the Ravens. Arrowhand in the house is go Baltimore. Buddy, I don't want to spoil it, so I decided to wait for 5 or 6 minutes. Pass incomplete, intended for Andrews on a 2nd and 7 from the 26. Shout out to the 119 up in here, up in here. Boom, 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 boom. Back to pass, incomplete, intended for Andrews was the last play, so 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the Minnesota 26. Back to pass incomplete, intended for likely the tight end. So what are the Ravens going to do here? They'll kick the field goal likely, right, chat? They will take the 3. Sure looks like they might. Looks like they might get some points here. You never know nowadays. It's snowing in wherever Chicago's playing. All right, Loop, a 44-yard field goal attempt is good. So the Ravens get the field goal and cut the lead to 4. Cut the lead to 4. Let's move that $1 million football. Let's grab that scoring drive there, or the scoring play. And drop it in the chat, y'all. That's how we do. That's how we do up in here. So it is 7-3 now, chat. 7-3. Minnesota about to get the football here in the first quarter. I think we're still in the quarter, right? A way for me to tell? Gotta be. I thought it gave me the time, but I guess it don't. Shout out to the 612 from the 212. Crazy teams going for it on fourth down when points are on the board. Says Holmquist. I was kind of shocked that they didn't go for it. So snow flurries in Chicago, and they just scored a tutty. Kylie Monagai rushes it in. Giants wearing those old school New York Giants helmets. Unless you're the Lions playing the Vikings, they seem to convert every fourth down against the Vikings. This is a Tang Yang. I guess I have to scroll up to know what quarter I'm in, y'all. Yeah, 4:25 to go in the first, yet. 4:25 to go in the first. All right, so Baltimore will kick it to Minnesota here. Minnesota will have their second possession of the game. Drip Show in the house. What's up, Drip? Drip Show up in here, up in here. I could probably put that Drip Show logo up on here. Why don't I do that? All right, they're showing the field goal by the Ravens to make it a 7-3 game. Let me grab that Drip Show thing and put it up in here, up in here. For my buddy. For my buddy Drip Show. Oh my goodness. That's pretty big, chat. That's pretty big. We got to move that down just a little bit, Drip. We got to move it down just a tad. Right, now I got to move it down so it doesn't cover up my thingy we can do. What's up, COO? I didn't call you, baby, but are you going to make me lunch? Hot dogs. Yes, we do. I seen him. They're in the fridge. All right, you in, Drip. All right, Aaron Jones rushes for 3 yards on 1st and 10. Born to be Wild by Steppenwolf on Pampers commercial. Glad I'm dying soon. Are you? No, you're not really dying soon, are you, Richter? All right, we got the Vikes on a 2nd and 7. They nowhere near the red zone. Shotgun for McCarthy. Jones next to him. It's a handoff. Jones going right, gets blown up for a loss of 5. Tackled by Green. That's going to make it 3rd and long. 3rd and long, Chet. Let me lock that down, Drip. Lock it down. Don't move. 3rd and 12. Oh, trickery. Back to McCarthy from Jefferson. McCarthy. Wow, that was crazy. How are they going to put this on the text here? He's just short of the first. Vikings are going to have to punt. But that was crazy. So shotgun formation, he throws it to Jefferson on the left, who then stops and throws it backwards to McCarthy, who then takes it upfield, breaking tackles, and he almost got out to the 40. They got 10. It'll be 4th and 2. 4th and 2, chat. My off ramp is coming soon. Are you sick or what? You're not sick, are you? All right, 1:30 in the house, y'all. Vikings gonna have to punt, I imagine. That was an ugly looking injury for one of the Atlanta players. No, no, no. I think they're okay. Those aren't for mine though. Huh? Yeah, chili dogs. Okay, so a punt, $1 million football to the Ravens. And we go to a commercial break, y'all. We go to a commercial break. Again, I am calling today's game from Red Zone. So I get what I get. You know what I mean? But subscribe if you're new. Give the video a like. I only get what I get, y'all, when we're doing this way. But I ain't paying for Sunday ticket, y'all. I am done doing that shit. No, I'm just old. Okay. Niniku wondering if Everett's here. What's up, Niniku? What is up, Niniku? Oh my goodness, a big play by the Patriots against the Bucks. Nice little run play there. Listen, y'all, if you're looking for some sick digital canvases, Drip Show is your plug. Link in the description, I believe. Link in the description to both his X and his Instagram accounts, y'all. Where you can hook up your Drip Show print. So that ball was fair caught by Baltimore at the 15, and they'll start it out. Oh, I lost my YouTube thingy. My goodness, the Jets. That fool's running really fast. Touchdown, Jets. Might check to see if NFL Ticket has a sale on the rest of the season. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. I literally got to week 10 without paying a penny. It ain't worth it no more, y'all. That shit ain't worth it. $600 for like 6 games? Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. $100 a game. I can go to the sports bar if I really want to see it and get me some hot wings, some chicken wings, and some brewskis for $100 a day. Hello, CO. No chili? We're out of chili. Yeah, I guess I'll just have some cheese dogs. No, nope. Nacho cheese. Yes. All right, so a false start called on the Ravens after the 4-yard run by Derrick Henry. So 5 yards, they had 4, and they lose 5. So this would be what? That's crazy what's going on over there in that Jets game. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. A little different format today. Vikings defense showed up. Lamar Jackson pass complete, catch made by Henry for -2 yards. So what's that going to be now? 3rd and 13? 3rd and 13 for the Ravens here. That Viking defense. What's up, Blood Eagle Smeagol? Lamar's pass complete, catch by Andrews for 6. He's pushed out of bounds at the Baltimore 18. So the Ravens will have to punt here. The Ravens will have to punt. We're through one, y'all. We are through one quarter in Minneapolis. Minnesota 7, Baltimore Ravens 3. And the Ravens are going to punt it back to the Vikings. Throw some chopped onions on those hot dogs. Not my jam, bro. It's not my jam. I wanted some chili dogs, but we'd be out of the chili, y'all. We'd be out of chili. I don't know what they're talking about. Automated ads. I have ads on. Anyway, maybe they'll leave me alone if I hit that. That Raven blocker, I don't know what that means. Former Viking Kenye Nwangu kick return touchdown for the Jets. Was that Nwangu that did that? I saw it, but I didn't know it was him. I saw it, but I didn't know it was him, man. That's too funny. All right, so I don't have the chat scrolling on here. I don't have the old Chatinsky. Do I have it over here? See if I got it even. Chat box. Should be able to see it. Lock it. Put it up. Right to Shia. Someone type something in the chat. There we go. Raven blocker on the screen was blocking Jonathan Allen into Henry for an easy tackle for a loss. Gotcha. I think this goes up. That'll only do 2 things of text, y'all. 2 lines. So if you get kind of wordy, it don't all post. It don't all post. But we're in the second quarter here. I don't, sweetie. And all my glasses are right here. Thank you, dear. Cheese dogs. What you doing here, Thor? Vikings trying to turn it on, Val. Yeah, they are. We trying, Andre P. Trying, Andre P. Dog catcher in the house. All right, y'all. I got me some cheese dogs, y'all. Little cheese dogs. That's nacho cheese, fool. I prefer Polish sausage with buns. Hey, we just went with what we had, bro. We went with what we had. Thor is more than willing to help me. Let's go get some more points, boys. And you don't realize how many breaks it take until you do it this way, y'all. All right, so a 39-yard punt, and it was kicked out of bounds by Stout. So the Vikings will start at the Baltimore 18? No. No, no. That's nacho cheese. That cheese is all mine. Oh, now you had a bully bone, you had breakfast. Not starving. Little Caesar's pepperoni, 8 oven roasted wings. McCarthy back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Addison. So 2nd and 10, chap. 2nd and 10 is the down and distance. My mic working? Yeah, it is. Oh, now. 2nd and 10. McCarthy pass complete, caught by Aaron Jones. 6-yard gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Oh, what a catch. Who's that? By the Giants. Clayton with a crazy catch in the Giant Bear game. My goodness. All right. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, chat. Complete. Made by Naylor. 18 yards, baby. First down. First down, Vikes. First, Patriots just scored. So Naylor, a nice 18-yard gain. And we're at the Baltimore 33 now. Mason rushes for a loss of 1. Wow, we screwed it up. So it's 2nd and 11 now. I would like to see more deep passes down the field being called from KOC. HVBEKMV. Sounds like a lot of you guys are able to see it. I'm only able to see it when they get in the red zone. There they are. There they are. 2nd and 11. McCarthy gonna run it. Ooh. Ooh, gain of 3. Gain of 3 there. That'll make it 3rd and 8. Come on, McCarthy. It is a 3rd and 8. He's in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Receiver out right and left. Whistles. This is typically a false start. Oops, did I just screw something up? I forgot what number makes the I think it's 5. Packer fan here to root for Ben Sims. Miami just scored on the Bills. A long pass play. Beautiful today, Angie. Beautiful. Sunny. About 674. All right, McCarthy pass complete. Caught by Jefferson for 5 on a 3rd and 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That'll make it. Oh, we're going to have to punt. Oh, field goal. Riker nails one from way downtown. Bang. I'll put that in the chat, y'all. A 49-yard field goal is good, and I thought they were going to punt. I thought they were going to punt that puppy. So we got points, chat. We got points. Minnesota 10, Ravens 3. Yeah, did you remember my drink? Okay. Thank you, dearie. I predicted Vikings 15, Ravens 3. All right, so we'll move that $1 million football over there to the Ravens. Vikings 777s. Let me do my bet. All right, so we got to kick it back to him, y'all. $150 in the house, y'all. That's our high for today. Please subscribe. Give the video a like. Ravens were the 4.5 point favorite in this game. Now the Minnesota is a 1.5 point favorite. Messed up game live by Wildman Tom B. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. That's beautiful here today. This looks good, y'all. This setup here looks really good. Vikings 28, Ravens 23, says Edward Barber. What did I predict, Jet? Remember what I predict? I thought it was 27-24. Here we go. Riker kicks it 65 yards to the Baltimore end zone. Wester returns it out to the 30. So 1st and 10 from the 30. How come that was such a miserable kickoff? Seems like it was a really short one. All right, we're looking at the game right here. Lamar Jackson under center, fakes the handoff, looking deep. They almost sack him, and he has to run it a little bit. A short gain, a 2-yard scramble by Jackson will make it 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. With Johnny, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Greenard leads the league in would-be sacks. Holy shit, he almost got him. All right, a little gain there. Henry rushes for 3 to take it out to the Baltimore 35. FX Vikings says hello from England. What's up, man? Greetings. Y'all people good? Says Dizza Scraps. What's up, Dizza? What up, Dizza? Lamar Jackson back to pass, incomplete. About to see it. Oh, almost picked off. Deflected at the line. Give us that ball. Give us that ball. Almost 200 in the chat. Good to see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Edward says defense, baby. Defense, baby. So, I mean, they had to punt, right? They had to punt. That $1 million football will go over to the Vikings. Got a little traction here on the channel. Skull says FX. Skull. Skull. Dude whiffs on like 2 to 3 sacks every game, says Tang Yang. You feeling better about this game than you did last night, says Dizza? I picked him to win in the pregame. All right, the punt. $1 million football to the Vikes. It's returned to the 16. Return to the 16, chat. So that's where the Vikings will start. I believe this is their 4th offensive possession. I hope KOC dials it up and not go into lose mode. Just go for the kill. Yeah, me too. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. I'm born and raised in Baltimore, gal, and big old Ravens fan. If I move to Minnesota, will you all adopt me into the fold? I already own a lot of purple in the wardrobe. Absolutely, but I don't live in Minnesota. Duly converted Viking fan. Go Ben Sins. Says, let's talk Mortgage Pro. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Lots of new names. We got some new names up in here, And again, this game, I'm watching it on Red Zone, so I only get to see it when they deem it appropriate. So other than that, I'm calling it from Sportsnet Canada's little graphic here. Get me out of Tennessee, 3 Purple Hearts. Dolphins over Bills, says Dizza. All right, let's do something with it, though. I agree with you all. Let's do something with it. Let's do something with this. Let's get more points. Make it a 2-score game. How about that? How about that? All right, it must be a commercial break there, y'all. Must be a commercial break. They must be in a commercial break. Canada, love Canada, says get me out of Tennessee. Come on, Vikes. Let's add on to this. Let's make it a 2-score game. Aaron Jones, a nice 6-yard run, tackled at the Minnesota 22. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, Vikings. Jaguars about to score on the Texans. So 2nd and 4 for the Vikings. With 196 in the chat. The scores from around the leagues are scrolling on the bottom there, y'all. We got basketball and football scores scrolling on the bottom. McCarthy pass complete. Catch made by Jefferson for 11 for a Minnesota Viking. First down. First down, Vikes. That takes it out to the 33. It'll be 1st and 10. Oh, Brian O'Neill, false start. Don't do that. Don't do that, Brian O'Neill. Don't do it. All right, Red Zone is back with this game, and they just showed the false start. I'll be calling it from there, and it appears to be delayed. I cannot gauge this season. It's a terrible year for betting. Gambler alert. All right, so now this will be a 1st and 15 for the Vikes. They are in the small screen. They took it away. They took it away. They took it away. McCarthy steps back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Jalen Naylor, who must have like 4 targets today. So that's going to make it 2nd and 15 from the 28. Second and 15 from the Minnesota 28, chat. Up by 7. Arizona in the house, says Yuma Johnny. I'm in Arizona, Yuma Johnny. Can KOC not call a quick slant on 1st down to get those yards back? NFC best. All right, 2nd and 15, chat. Oh, I got it back on red zone. McCarthy 7 for 10, 116 yards. We got 7:37 to go in the 2nd quarter. He's back to pass. Throws it. Caught by Thielen. Thielen, a nice little 9-yard pickup to get some of it back. So that what? 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6 is the down and distance. Third and 6 is the down and distance now after the Thielen catch on a little slant, just like you asked for, sir. Just like you asked for. Titans bye weeks is get me out of Tennessee. Oh, McCarthy. I want to go to Tennessee. I really want to go visit Nashville. McCarthy going deep. Picked off. Picked off by Starks. He will be down back there. I think he'll be down where he intercepted it. But McCarthy just threw it up for Addison, and it was short. It was short. His quarterback coach immediately educating the rookie there. But I think that's down right there. We'll see. We will see when they come back from commercial. At least we threw the ball deep. They haven't posted what happened there on the pick. I don't know if I have the interception deal up. Do I? I have the interception emoji? I do not. I do not. So Baltimore will take over at the 22-yard line, chat. Baltimore will take over at the 22. I've already issued them the $1 million football. Ann says, I want to try me some Tennessee barbecue. I want to go downtown, see some of the bars. Definitely the number 2 spot on my most places I want to go back to, y'all. Go visit. Definitely right there. But we're at 216 in the chat, y'all. I am back on the camera. Please hit that sub, give the video a like. I'm trying to get this NFL thing going here on Valhalla Sports Talk again. Obviously, we did all those Dodger games of 95% of the games, including every postseason game and the World Series. And so I got to find the YouTube algorithm on this football side, y'all. I got to get it back to loving me. I got to get it back to liking the old man. But here we go. Second quarter action. We're nearing the halftime here. As I mentioned before, at the half, I will do a quick look at the stats for all the players. For those of you with parlays, etc., fantasy football, bets, etc. So we'll take a look at all the stats around the league. So this will be your plug. If McCarthy throws the ball inside, Jefferson would have caught that. Better defense, Purple People Eaters on Steel Carton. Purple People Eaters. Except they didn't win a Super Bowl, so I don't know. But I'm obviously biased for the Vikes. You got to do Memphis for the good stuff. You know there are growing pains you get with the quarterback on his fourth NFL start. Facts, y'all. So they'll start at the 22 in their own end. It will start at the 22 in their own end. Let's see how we're doing for subs today. All right, we're one sub away from 30,100. One away from 3,100. We've been bleeding subs since the Dodgers season ended, obviously. Stella says, let's go Giants. Giants wearing their old school uniforms today, Stella. They're old school ones. They look sick. The Vikings decided to stop eating purple people in the 70s. I don't know. We had a run there with Randall. Definitely had a run with Randall and Allen. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard gain, tackled at the Baltimore 25. That'll make it 2nd and 7, chat. 2nd and 7 for the Ravens. Oh, we got a fumble on the field in Miami Buffalo. Covered by Miami. Jackson scrambles for 8 yards, tackled at the 33. That's probably, yep, that's going to be a first down, Ravens. First down, Ravens. Takes it out to the Baltimore 33. No driver of, oh no, make him messy, says, get me out of Tennessee. All right, 1st and 10 for the Ravens. I got soup and wings to eat. Buff and barbecue, says Sade. Here we go, Dolphins. Dolphining, says Dizza. First and 10 for the Ravens, I believe. Atlanta trying to score. Oh no, that was the Texans. Jackson back to pass, sacked at the 34. Which button is that, chat? This one?
Bruh.
Nope.
No.
This nope. Nope. There we go. Lamar Jackson sacked on the play. A penalty though on Byron Murphy for illegal use of hands. Ain't that a bitch? That a bitch. Lamar back to pass, incomplete, intended for Likely on a 1st and 10. So 2nd and 10 at the Baltimore 38. 2nd and 10 at the Baltimore 38 here. Ravens down by 7 here in the first half. Bill's fumble was hilarious. It was definitely Keystone Cops, Dizza. It was definitely Keystone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Giants quarterback, Dart, just took a hit to the face. So roughing the passer. Wow, back to pass. That's incomplete to Likely. We already did that. Derrick Henry, a 13-yard rush for another Baltimore first down. I don't like where this one's going, y'all. I don't like it. Don't like where this one is headed, chat. Shout out to Drip Show, y'all. Link in the description. Get your Drip Show prints, y'all. Your Drip Show custom canvas, digital canvas prints. I'll show you the Viking one I got right here. Next commercial break. I'll show you the Fran Tarkington one I got right here. Don't be spoiling, Edward. God dang it! If you spoiled, you gone. If you spoiled, you gone, fool. King of the stiff arm. Mitchell rushes for 10, fumbles, recovered by Baltimore at the Minnesota 40. So fumble. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Bruh.
I made tacos. All right, so they recover it. I got to write that down. Mitchell rushes for a 22-yard gain, takes it to the Minnesota 18. The Ravens are in the red zone. The Ravens are in the red zone all of a sudden. Hi, Mr. Gloves, says Shannon. Hello. Punch it out, Vikes. Get the ball. I just made homemade cranberry sauce. Vikings will crush the Ravens, says El Shiva. Izza made some tacos. That guy just predicting a Ravens touchdown there? What was he doing? All right, here we go. Back to the Vikes on red zone. 2:52 clock running here in the second quarter. They're going to show this this rush here. Mitchell, where he took it inside the 20. His next rush, though, is for -2. -2, so he's right at the 20 now. It'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 for the Ravens. Was manifesting. There's this says, get me out of Tennessee. All right, Jackson pass complete. Catch by Flowers for 10 yards. Tackled at the Minnesota 10. We are at the 2-minute warning. We are at the 2-minute warning in Vikings Ravens. Ravens threatening to tie this puppy up. I would like to see one drive where KOC is like, F it, we go Madden and just spam go routes. Justin Fields just threw a interception for the Jets. Cleveland gets the ball. At 2:30, that's our high for today. Up in here, up in here. We're at the 2-minute warning of Vikings versus Ravens. Ravens driving, trying to score a tutty here to tie it up at 10. Gabriel, end zone, touchdown Browns. Gabriel to Jerry Jeudy. He of Denver Bronco fame. The crazy way to watch football, y'all. I'd like to see a turnover here, says Shannon. You and me, Shannon, you and me. You and me, I would like to see one too. Edward, I don't know why I didn't throw you out last time. If he goes in, you gone. Look, I would love to see a Vikings game blitz every time you go deep. I got your name in my head now, Edward. Or a field goal, says Shannon. Go Vikings, says Chore. Sapper. I'm living vicariously through your coverage, so thank you, says Get Me Out of Tennessee. Welcome. Oh, man, says Edward. still on an ad here. Says Tang Yang. And gee, right, long commercial break, y'all. It seems so much longer when you're not watching it. So much longer when you're not watching the game. It's crazy. Henry rushes for no yards, tackled at the 10 on a 3rd and 2. So what do? They got to kick a field goal, right, chat? They going to kick that field goal? Or do they go for it? Do they go for it here? Or go the points? All right, I got it up here. I got it up here. It looks like they're going to go for it, chat. They're in the small screen on the left of the red zone. Now they go full screen. All right, a big 4th and 3 for the Ravens. Jackson under center. I formation. I think they were just trying to get him to jump off sides. So timeout Vikings, I believe. No, Ravens. All right, so both teams have used one timeout. Both teams have used one timeout, chat. And red zone goes away from it. Red zone goes away from it. So we play the waiting game. We play the old waiting game, chat. Go, why is every time an athlete gets into the high profile relationship, their game starts to slip? Less Doritos propaganda. Did you get a Doritos commercial? Go Vikings. How's my boy Valhalla? Says Patrick Butler. I'm doing good, man. How you doing? All right, so the Ravens lining up for a field goal, y'all. From the left hash mark, it'll be a 28-yard attempt. 28-yard attempt. Pick is up. And it's good. It's good. So they tack on 3. Limited time remaining in the first half. Let me put that scoring play in the chat. Let me put that scoring play in the chat. A little field goal action. Cuts the lead to 10. Cuts the lead to 10, y'all. So it's 10-6. 10-6, y'all. Dave's got a lot going on. Forgot Cardi pregnant again. Cardi B. Cardi B, y'all. Diggs has 5 babies due this year. No way. Are you serious, Dizza? So I guess we're going to get that $1 million football with 2 timeouts. Let me see how much time is left. 1:11 remaining. 1:11 remaining here in this second quarter. That's crazy. That is crazy. I didn't know about that, but I don't pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to that. That's your business. That's your business. Ain't none of my business. Go, let's put this in here. Make it bigger. Make this bigger. Put it on the field. Let's make this old Chadinsky bigger. Love Cardi, but she's a handful. Literally. Literally, chat. All right, so 1:11 to go. Vikings with 2 timeouts, I believe. Maybe if you put your gloves on, they do better. You shut your mouth. Bring the offense. Because Diggs don't pull out. Like his Family Feud answer from years ago. That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff, chat. One good quarter and now one bad quarter from McCarthy, says Tang Yang. One good one, then one bad one. They give us, they take it away. All right, we got the NFL bot in here. Report that shit, y'all. Report those fools. Report them. Everybody report them. All right, 65-yard. All right, we got the Vikings on red zone, y'all. So McCarthy in the shotgun, ball on the 35. Running back to his left, one wide receiver on the right and left. McCarthy checks down to Addison. That'll be a short gain. I hate that call. I hate it. 1 minute remaining. Vikings with 2 timeouts. They go split screen. McCarthy still in the shotgun there on the left. Back to pass. Throws it long, left side, incomplete, intended for Addison again. Intended for Addison again. They went away from it. They went away from it. They got a problem with those Patriots are in the red zone. That's why. So 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Vikings trying to get some more points before the half. Another incomplete, intended for Minnesota. Who does that mean? Wally G says blocked. So I literally just reported that fool and blocked him. And he came right back, y'all. He literally came right back. Yeah, they in hard here, y'all. They in hard here. Everybody, when you get a chance, block them. Hit those 3 buttons. If you get them before I delete them. So apparently he missed the pass on 3rd and 5 as well. So Vikings going to punt it. They did nothing with it. They did nothing with it yet. He's addicted to the Valhalla punishment. Anything, whatever, just report him. I always report for spam, but YouTube don't give a shit. So far, O'Neal is having a subpar game here, says Tang Yang. Yeah, it's been kind of rough. Kind of rough, faux show, faux show. Remember, I'm going to put up the stats for the teams and all that good stuff at the half, y'all. Yeah, no lie. I don't know. They're not telling us who it is until they update it afterwards. All right, so Baltimore takes timeout number 2. Baltimore takes their. Why does YouTube allow these spams and bots? I don't know, bro. I don't know. They don't care, I guess. I would think their advertisers would care because they're not real views. They're not real views, so I would think their advertisers would give a shit, but giving up pressures and penalties. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Because YouTube, like Twitch, doesn't care. Let's say, as long as it don't affect their profits, says Tang Yang. Grip Show says, let's go. You can control the spam. How? Loyal Baltimore Ravens fans says Arrowhead, but good luck to both teams. Jackson pass complete, caught by Likely for an 11-yard gain. First down, Ravens. First down, Ravens. Baltimore now at the 48. Trying to at least get in field goal range here to make this a 1-point game. Another complete catch to Zay Flowers for 27. Pushed out of bounds by Minnesota at the Minnesota 25. They're in the red zone. I mean, they're approaching the red zone. Vikings defense doing what the Viking defense does, and they give it. Now, why does Minnesota take a timeout here, chat? Why do you give the other team a chance to get their shit together? Why do you do that? I hate it. I freaking hate when we do that shit. So they'll be at the 27. I don't know how much time's left. Let me look. Just 10 seconds remaining, chat. 10 seconds remaining. So they have enough time for a play? I don't think so. I think they just got to take the points, don't they? All right, back to Minnesota on the right side of red zone. All right, Jackson on the field still. In the shotgun. He's back to pass. Oh, what a sack. Oh, and they penalize him. The NFL's lame nowadays sometimes, y'all. Come on, bro. No, it was sacked. But he gets a personal foul for roughing the passer. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So can't end on a penalty. What bullshit, y'all. But Turner got to know better than that, too. Roll. Roll on it, bro. You knew you were going to get a penalty. Jackson back to pass, sacked. Penalty on Turner. Roughing the passer. It's at the 14. So they're in the red zone again. The Aaron Rodgers rule, says Tang Yang. That was lame. Move the red zone thing up. Loop, a 30-yard field goal attempt is good. All right, so field goal. And they cut the lead to 1. They cut the lead to 1, Chad. I'll post that scoring play. Next time on the red zone, though, I'll fix that on that secondary screen. Next time I'll fix it as we dial in our NFL setup. But let me put this Ravens scoring drive in the chat. That's not right. There it is. There it is, y'all. So there's the score. They're talking about Joe Davis, Dodger fans. They're talking about Joe Davis being the announcer of the year. All right, so here we go. $1 million football to the Vikes. There can't be much time left. Price returns it in the end of the second quarter, y'all. So we are at the half. We are at the half, chat. Minnesota 10, Ravens 9. Minnesota 10, Ravens 9, y'all. I'm going to use the restroom. I can't remember who gets the ball after the half. That field goal will come back to bite us in the ass. I don't remember who got the opening kickoff. I thought it was them. I thought it was them that got the opening kickoff. But I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be right back. All right, chat. I'm back. I am back, y'all. Let's go find some stats for the nerds. Let's go find some stats for the fantasy football peoples, y'all. I might have to turn off some of this stuff though. Let me turn off the chat box. Drip Show logo. All right, let's go bring up some stats. Here's the box score for the Ravens. All right, so we'll put that up. Let me turn off the halftime thing too. I guess I can just turn that off for a sec. I guess I can just turn that off for a sec like that. But there are the Ravens. The stats for the Ravens there in the first half there. Jackson 11 for 16, 102. Derrick Henry 9 for 33. Flowers 3 for 53. They are the leaders at their respective positions. Let's bring up the Vikes now. Let's bring up the Vikings. McCarthy 9 for 15 for 130. Jones Sr. 6 for 14 for 1. Cuddy six targets, I guess, or 6 was the longest. And Naylor, the leading receiver, 2 for 80. Jefferson, 3 for 26. 3 for 26. I don't know if I can get this small enough to where you can see the team stats. You're damn sure going to try, chat. Didn't work. It didn't work, chat. I have to make a screen for the team stats. But I'll give them to you. Game stats, total yards, Baltimore 176, Minnesota 156. Advantage Baltimore. Passing yards 130 to 102, advantage Minnesota. Rushing yards 74 to 26, advantage Ravens. Total plays 31 to 24, advantage Ravens. Average yards per play 5.7 for the Ravens, 6.5 for the Vikes. First downs 11 first downs for the Ravens, 5 for the Vikes. Third down efficiency, Baltimore 29%, Minnesota 43, advantage Vikes. 4 penalties called on the Vikings, 1 on the Ravens, advantage Ravens. For 28 yards for the Vikes, 5 for the Ravens. The Vikings have a turnover. That interception by McCarthy. Tackles are 33 to 18 in favor of the Vikes. There are no quarterback sacks in this game. So you lose your sack if there's a penalty? You lose your quarterback sack if there's a penalty? Time of possession, 17 minutes for the Ravens, 12, almost 13 minutes for the Vikes. Almost 13 for the Vikes. So that is our halftime report for Vikings Ravens, chat. Halftime report. Let's turn on all my stuff. Let's turn everything back on, chat. Fire back up the band. Through 2. You're through 2. I got to get the Drip Show picture back up. That old Drip Show. Again, not a sponsor, y'all. Drip Show is not a sponsor. He's just my buddy. And, yeah. The giveaway for the Drip Show digital print will be next Friday. Next Friday. I'm going to show you the Viking one here in just a moment. I'm going to show you the Viking one that he made for me. Go grab it. Hey, Val, see you a little better? Yeah, she's doing better. Better. All right, so here's the Drip Show print that he sent me, y'all. He sent me the Fran Tarkington. And, but he's got a lot of nice ones available. A lot of Dodgers ones, a lot of Laker ones. But this is the Viking one that he made especially for me. And I'll be giving away one of these, your choice, next Friday if you commented in that video when we had the contest open. I grab me some whiskey for today, says EK. There you go, buddy. Hell yeah, says EK. Yeah, if you want to enter the contest, EK, you go. It's tough, man, because it run it during the Dodgers. But you go to Game 3 of the World Series on my page. Click on it, scroll down, put your name, and say Drip Show digital canvas. Send me a couple wings, Valhalla, for my Steelers game tonight, says Edward. Paula with the stats. Sorry, wrong button. William. Kudos to the Drip Show, y'all. So I think the Vikings get the football, the $1 million football coming out of the half, y'all. Oops, I got caught. Skull, says Mick. What does skull mean? It's just a greeting in Norway for the Vikings, Mick. It was just what they would say before they whooped your ass. I wasn't moving by the end of the month, I would, but already having to leave some other stuff behind. Where are you moving, EK? Where are you moving? Let's get loud in the hall, y'all.
Yeah, it's that time again. You know where you at? Valhalla, let's get it. Turn the sound up. Lights down low, but the screen bright, glowing. Another game day, yeah, the energy flowing. Valhalla's on the mic, yeah, the host with the most. From the west to the Midwest, we raising the toast for the boys in blue.
Oh,
Dodger
no way,
family
gang.
run deep, while the other
No
fans
way.
sleep.
Congrats.
These are promises we keep. Every pitch, every swing in the chat, we all in. This ain't just a stream, this a straight up call, and we getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight for the purple and gold or the blue and white. From the Calico sun to the Minnesota gold, for the Vikings faithful, stories yet to be told. Skull Vikes in the house, hear the war horn sound. Best sports talk on the tube, just look around. Then we switching the lanes for the other purple and gold. Laker Nation stand up, watch the legends unfold. This a place for the fans by a real fanatic. The passion is real, man, the vibe's automatic. We getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight for the purple and gold or the blue and white. Yeah, you see the vision, you feel the pride. Hit that subscribe, nowhere to hide. Smash it like button, show them we here. Become a member, make the message clear. You ain't just a viewer, you part of the crew. Showing that support, yeah, we seeing you. Yeah! The hall is live. Valhalla Sports Talk. We here all day. Let's go!
We're working on the Viking one, y'all. The Viking one should be out by next week. The little Viking win song should be completed by next week. The game clock needs displayed. Mark Linkard, with all due respect, sir, with all due respect, Mark, you can display the game clock on your YouTube channel. I decide not to, all right? You can do it on yours, though. I'll allow it. Excellent half timing. This is Wall G. Yeah, we about to get to it, y'all. We're about to get to the second half here. Vikings, and Baltimore just been crawling back in this one field goal at a time. Vikings get the ball to start the second half, I believe. We got to get some points, y'all. We got to get us some points. What does it matter what the clock says anyway? It's halftime. My God. I have a 3x2 oval-shaped Viking plaque I'm going to leave behind. Anyone want that? Got the plane ready? The game clock needs displayed. Edward, you've been pissing me off this whole stream. I'm going to sacrifice you to the Viking gods. You have been sacrificed, sir. Enjoy your flight on Valhalla Air, the Fadeland Express. Fadeland Express, non-stop trips to Fadeland. Enjoy your flight. I'll get you folks that are saying 6'7" too. Shit's stupid. That shit is stupid as hell. Hey, the game clock. How about I display your ass? Let me put you on a plane. Chowderhead. Bye. Bye. Display this. Display this, Mark. So, you can add Drip Show's links in your description. I think I have them in there. I think they're in there. Let me look. I thought I already had them in there. I thought I already had him. No, I don't. All right, I'll add him next week, yo. I'll add him. He's on Instagram and X. Just do a search for Drip Show. Just do a search for Drip Show and you'll find him. You'll find him. I guarantee it. That D. Huxley, you can go bye-bye too. You don't even get the plane, Huxley. You don't even get the plane, Huxley. You just get a GFY, a sincere GFY from Wah to you. On night, welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. All right, here we go. Report. Unwanted spam. Report. Item on my channel. Shit don't work. Things got grumpy at the end here, yo. Oh, Paul Tagliabue passed away at 84. I thought someone typed that in the chat earlier. Former commissioner of the NFL passed away at 84. Elijah says, man, I need the Ravens at 2.5. Gambler alert. Are you going to be a winner or a loser, Elijah? Going to be a winner or a loser? Next stream on the channel, y'all. On the channel will be Lakers versus Hornets, I believe, tomorrow. Lakers Hornets tomorrow. We got 4 Laker games this week. And I'm sure I'll do the Viking game in one shape or form next week. And if I have to watch it on the red zone. All right. We're underway. We are underway, y'all. McCarthy, pass complete. Catch my Addison for 4 on a 2nd and 5. What did McCarthy just do? He just threw another pick. He just threw it. What are you doing, Jefferson? Run after him. Okay, this is a play right here, y'all. This is a play right here. Look at Justin Jefferson on this interception, y'all. Look at him give up on this play. He falls down. The pick is made on the deep throw, and Jefferson does nothing to try to get back to the ball carrier. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Vikings giving this game away. That pissed me off. That pissed me off right there, yo. If you're going to be the star of the team, be the fucking star of the team. You don't just quit on a play like that. They will see that. They will see that in game film. That pissed me off. And bad. I saw that he fell, but he was up in plenty of time to go after the ball carrier, Tang. He was up in plenty of time to try to go tackle that fool. He's just sitting there watching it. Just sitting there watching him run through everybody. Bullshit. Taking up enough of the cap, you can run after that guy. Even if it was a shitty pass by McCarthy. Oh. Pity the fool. I'm saying the interception was on Jets. He fell getting into the defense. That pissed me off. This feels like a Dodger game, y'all. This feels like a Dodger game. We got the lead, and we just let them come back instead of stomping on their necks. You should have stomped on their necks when we were up. But I mean, these are prayers. The interceptions by McCarthy were both prayers that were just thrown deep. Just throw it up and hope. Jefferson throwing the game, says Otis. We get it, Otis. We get it, Otis. You typed it 3 times. Says Edward. These commercials seem so long when you're not watching it, yo. All right, Jackson back to pass, incomplete, intended for likely penalty on Harrison Smith for defensive pass interference. That'll make it another 1st and 10. Jackson Dart rushes one in for the Giants to give him a touchdown. Ah, it's all part of the show, baby. Suzanne G. All right, Jackson pass complete, catch made by Kolar, 23 yards, tackled at the Minnesota 4. Ravens already in the red zone. Ravens looking to take control of this game, y'all. They are back to the favorite on MGM. Bet MGM, a 3.5-point favorite. Henry rushes for 0 yards, tackled at the Minnesota 4. That'll make it 2nd and goal, Ravens. Oh, I forgot to turn back on the chat, y'all. I forgot to turn back on the little chat box. I want to move that red zone. That up out of the chat. There we go. Like a professional deal here, y'all. All right, Lamar Jackson back to pass. Pass incomplete. Incomplete pass on a 2nd and 4. It'll be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Van Geekel almost sacked him, y'all. It's back on red zone. It is back up on red zone. So 3rd and goal, as I mentioned. Difficult uniform matchup for the quarterbacks, y'all. Definitely a difficult uniform matchup. Purple and purple. All right, Jackson in the shotgun here on a 3rd and goal. Back to pass. A throw, end zone. Out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 4th and goal. 4th and goal. The Vikings defense gets its moxie in the red zone. So 4th and 4, I imagine they kick the field goal. Red zone doesn't show field goals no more, it looks like. They're looking at Miami Buffalo. All right, the 22-yard field goal attempt is good, and the Ravens takes the lead. 11-12. Ravens takes the lead 12-10. Let me put that scoring play in the chat, y'all. Let me put that field goal. 4 field goals by the Ravens today. All right, so $1 million football back to the Vikes. Very disappointing start to the 3rd quarter, chat. Very disappointing. 242 up in here, though. Hit that subscribe. Get a video a like. I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. Trying to get this NFL thing going on the channel after doing Dodgers for the whole season. Valhalla Sports Talk, where champions are crowned. Let's go, says Wally G. So I mean, if where the ball was originally intercepted there, right? If Jefferson gets up and tries to tackle that guy, maybe they don't go that many yards and get the field goal. You don't know. You don't know. Anyway, I'm moving on from it. I'm moving on from it. But I did not like the effort there by our franchise player. I did not like the effort. If you're going to be the franchise guy, get paid like the franchise guy, act like the franchise guy. Because your teammates saw that. Your teammates saw that, especially these young folks. You should also do Rams games for us, says Aunt G. I don't know, man. I don't know, Aunt. I might, but I don't know. At least KOC is calling deep shots. He's just throwing it up. Anybody can do that, Tang Yang. Anybody can just huck it up there. The Vikings needed coming out of the half was a sustained drive for points. Cut down on the possessions. If you don't like KOC, don't let your hatred for the man cloud your judgment. It's like Jefferson tripped over his own feet, says Tang Yang. He got up and watched the dude run for 40 yards. Ryder says, hi, just got nervous. All right, here we go. Go. See if the Vikings can do something here. We haven't done anything since that first quarter. Ruby Caps, who is the idiot play caller calling for a bomb throw on 3rd and 1? That would be KOC. That would be Mr. KOC. Listen, y'all, if you'd like to be in that spot, if you got a business that would like to be in that drip show spot, let me know, y'all. Let me know. I can put your logo up there. A drip show, I'm just doing that as a courtesy to him. He is not a sponsor of the channel. But I would like to put a sponsor up there sometime. I thought I had Monster contact me this week. Here we go, Jackson. Why do they have the ball again? Oh, Price fumbled the kickoff. Are you kidding me? Price fumbled the kickoff, and Baltimore has the ball. 2nd and 5 from the 18. Are they already in the red zone again? Are you kidding me? Talk about shooting yourself in the pecker. Talk about shooting yourself in the pecker hole. The turnover hiccups are here, says Tang Yang. All right, so they've got the Viking game on red zone now, and then take it away. Another 4-yard rush for Jackson takes it to the 14. A TV timeout on the field. Miami picks off Allen in the end zone. Buffalo is on upset alert. Upset alert in the Buffalo Miami game. They fumbled the dynamic kickoff. Seemed after every halftime the Vikings start effing up. Very arduous. All right, Giants are up on the Bears 17-7. 17-7 there in the third quarter. All right, a field goal attempt blocked by the Panthers is blocked by the Saints. Saints up 10-7 in the third. I can't help it, says Edward. Vikings get like 1 or 2 of these games every season where they cough the ball up a bunch of times. Facts. Absolute facts. Trevor Lawrence, long pass, near side. Man, tight ropes. Big gain there. On Rvens, says Carell. All right, we're in a TV timeout, y'all. Ravens get the fumbled kickoff after their 4th field goal, and they're looking to drive in and actually cash in for 7 here. A game that Minnesota led for almost all of the first half. Actually, they did lead it for the entire first half. And since then, it's nothing good for the Vikes. Nothing good for the Vikes. I don't have the game on TV, y'all, because I do not have it in my area here in Arizona. So I'm trying to call it. Uncle Holla, yo, love from Detroit, says Alante Jackson in the house. What's up, Alante? How you doing, buddy? All right, shotgun formation for Lamar Jackson. It's a pitch directly to him. First down. Mark Andrews lined up in the quarterback spot. Mark Jackson takes the snap and pitches it to Lamar Jackson, who runs it for a first down. So 1st and goal Ravens now. 1st and goal Ravens. This is the game we were expecting from the Vikings last week. You're not lying. Throw touched. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Bateman over the middle there. So that's going to make it 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 10, I guess. So they could get a first down. They could get a first down. So 2nd and 10 is the down and distance. Baltimore has yet to cash in with a touchdown. Probably jinxed myself. There. 38 up and here, up and here. Jackson pass complete, catch by Bateman for 10 yards, touchdown. All right, on TV they're saying he's down at the 1 though. So he got it. It was the run up the middle. Touchdown for Hill. So touchdown Ravens. Damn it. Lame. You can't do it, y'all. You can't have penalties or turnovers for sure. Just can't do it. Let's see if this extra point goes. Let's see if the extra point is good. 8:02 to go in the third quarter. Extra point right downtown, bang. And we're down by 9, y'all. It's already a 2-score advantage. 2-score advantage for the Ravens. Sadness. Sadness, chat. What's up, Michael Cedillos? Every week I say this. Vikes are a fourth quarter team. You like everyone to watch the last 2 minutes. Vikings are too focused on being the dog. Let's focus on playing well. I don't disagree with any of that, y'all. Definitely don't disagree. We definitely got to get points this drive, right? I think we got to get some points this drive. We let them score? We didn't let them score. Can't have turnovers even if they're made with apples. I agree. Clown stuff. Ravens are up by 9. So will 9 alter ego show up for JJ? SDSU schooled by Hawaii last night. Random. That's pretty random. Oh, y'all. That was bad. Let's see how much time's left in this quarter. 8:02 remaining in the third. 8:02 remaining in the third quarter, chat. Ravens 19, Vikings 10. Saints wearing all white uniform today. Fumble the punt. I seen that play at least 100 times. My team sucks ass, says Pale Right. Sorry, Pale Right. I forgot to put the score in there, y'all. College football rocks. Again, when you're watching it like this on NFL Red Zone and on and obviously on Sportsnet Canada, the commercial breaks feel like they're 8 years long, each one of them. I feel like I've been looking at that Tyler Loop extra point for 8 hours. Scar says, I hope the Vikings win. I do too. I do too, Scar. Not looking very promising, though. I don't know if it was as bad as Shank at the bank. All right, Troop kicks at 65 yards. He fumbled it again. He fumbled it again. And the Ravens freaking get it. Wait. Bryce runs into his own teammates who knock it loose. One of the guys gets it. He fumbles it. Oh, shit. Vikings keep it. 13-yard rush by Jones. First down, Vikes. First down, Vikes. And a flag. False start on the offense. We continue to kick ourselves in the pecker. Report. Spam. I'm going to start reporting that shit for something worse than spam, y'all. Because they obviously don't give a shit. They obviously don't give a shit. I'm going to report them for the worst thing I see on the list. So 1st and 15, McCarthy pass complete to Thielen for 7. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 now. 2nd and 8. Ravens suck. What are you doing today? McCarthy to Mason for 6. So 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 now, chat. Third and 2. Baker Mayfield just threw a touchdown. McCarthy back to pass, incomplete, intended for Thielen. McCarthy has found Thielen. He now realizes that Adam Thielen is back on the Vikings. So 4th and 2, the Vikings going to have to punt. No? They're showing the 3rd and 2 right now on red zone, incomplete pass. Now they go away from it. All right, here we go. 4th and 2. McCarthy back to pass. Incomplete, intended for Addison. No flags. Oh, a flag. A flag on the play. They might pick this up. They're talking about offensive pass interference on Thielen. 5:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hey, now we got some drama. Now we got purple on purple crime. A lot of pushing and shoving. Blindside block called on Thielen. So the Vikings are going to have to punt. Look at that guy's get up. Where do you get that? Thielen is livid. The announcers are disagreeing that it's a blindside block. How's that blindside? He ran into him. Anyway, big drama. O'Connell going through it. Looks like he wants to puke. It'll be 1st and 10 Ravens from the Minnesota 38. Back to passes Jackson. Quick throw. It's in the air. Incomplete. Tipped at the line. Vikings need a turnover, chat. What's up, COO? Doing the laundry? Yeah. So 2nd and 10 for the Ravens, y'all. Ball on the Minnesota 38. Henry rushes for no yards. Tackled. So that'll make it 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. The snow flurries in Chicago are getting worse, chat. The snow flurries in Chicago getting much worse. Yes, dear. D to the fence is Wally G. Well, we don't live in Chicago. Rams Bolts is Mike Cedillos. All right, Jackson back to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Flowers. That'll bring up 4th and 10. COO may need help. Take a break, Valve. You don't need no help. 4th and 10. I imagine they're in field goal range. It's already a 2-score game. All right, just waiting, y'all. I'm just waiting for whatever's happening. Again, I don't see the game unless it's on red zone. Hey, missed the field goal. Loop misses the 56-yard field goal attempt. Finally, something goes good for the Vikes. Finally, something goes good. I had the $1 million football on the wrong side there. So now the Vikings have it, and they will start out. All right, they just showed the missed field goal. It's still a 2-score game with a 9-point lead, y'all. I guess the time scrolls on the bottom, chat. If you're really concerned about the time, it's scrolling on the bottom there. Just have to find your game. You just have to find your game down there on the bottom, chat, if you're really worried about the time. 42 seconds to go there with that game. So 4:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter, y'all. Vikings take over possession of the football. Down by 9. Down by 9. I feel like they got to get some points here, at least a field goal. At least a little field goal action. I don't know. We might end up with like 8K on this one. Might end up with 8K if we're lucky. We picked up a couple subs. We're at 113. Hit the sub, give the video a like. Boom, boom, boom. Go Ravens, Z Gaming. I'll be jumping back in the battlefield after this one, y'all. I'll jumping back into the battlefield over on Twitch. Run the ball with CJ Hams is Tang Yang. CJ's kind of the forgotten man this year, isn't he? CJ kind of the forgotten man in this O'Connell offense in 2025. Enjoy your steak meal at Black Angus. Kind of sub. All right, here we go. McCarthy to Jones for 12 yards, tackled at the 42. We be moving. We be moving. Oh, Buffalo tried to score there. He got taken down at the goal line. Shakir, the wide receiver. Fitzpatrick in on the stop. They go back to New England, Tampa Bay. Drake May gets out of trouble. All right, let's go. Our game. Our game. Andrew Jones, 11 yards, tackled at the Baltimore 31 for a Minnesota Viking. First down. First down, Vikes. Yeah, we don't have a Black Angus here. No Black Angus here, y'all. Like I've told y'all before, though, I usually don't do those free meals on Veterans Day. It's not my jam. I just don't do it. McCarthy pass complete by Jefferson for 11 yards. First down. We're at the Baltimore 20. And the Vikings have entered the red zone. The Vikings have entered the red zone. All right. They bring it up now. They bring it up now on red zone. Small screen, right side. First and 10 from the 20. Full screen. McCarthy under center. We got a false start on Darisaw. Come on, bro. Come on, man. My goodness. What's she laughing at, Z? What's she laughing at? Don't you love football? Fourth false start, yeah. All right, still looking at it. Nope, they took it away. They took it away. They went to New England, Tampa Bay. And them bitches are in the middle of the field. Why are we watching this when the Vikings are at the 20 and these guys are at the middle of the field? Your show is literally called Red Zone. Back to pass, incomplete, intended for Aaron Jones. All right, Vikings get the small screen on the right side on a 2nd and 15. Second and 15 for the Vikes. Still small screen. There we go, full. McCarthy in the shotgun, wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back, Jones. McCarthy steps up, throws over the middle. Incomplete, intended for Justin Jefferson in the end zone. 3rd and 15. What a throw by JJ. Don't you got to catch this? Don't you got to catch this right here? Let's see what happened. Post, quarter post. Hit him in the hands, y'all. Hit him in the hands. The defender's arm did come across the swipe. Maybe a little too hot to handle. All right, 3rd and 15. Big screen. Back to pass. McCarthy looking long. Corner. Incomplete to Jefferson. No flags. No flags on the play. So 4th down, Vikings will kick the field goal to make it a 1-score game. No Black Angus. Yeah, we don't have one here. I think they even closed the one in Tucson, to be honest with you. But I don't ever take those free meals, y'all. The only discount I take is at Home Depot, the Homey Depot. I don't be going out looking for the free meals. Reichert's kick is up, and it's good. So a 6-point lead, y'all. Solid defense for the Ravens is Z. All right, let me put that scoring play up. Let me put that scoring play up for the Vikes, y'all. Just like I've done for every scoring play in this game. Nobody else does it on YouTube, y'all. Nobody else posts the scores in the chat as they occur that I know of. But 19-13 Ravens with the lead. They're no longer in the red zone. What we got left here? How much time left? Be scrolling down below there. It'll be scrolling down on the bottom there. We got 267 again. 265. Appreciate it, y'all. Sub. Video like. Maybe we had a commercial pop there. All right, $1 million football over to the Ravens. Scores from today's games: Browns-Jets tied at 17. Jaguars up on the Texans 23-10, 6:14 to go in the third. Dolphins up on the Bills 16-6 with 10:30 to go. Patriots 21, Bucks 16, 15 minutes. Cardinals Seahawks later today. Giants Bears, Giants 17-10 as they enter the fourth. We got 2:16 remaining in the third in this one. Ravens 19, Vikings 13. Saints 10-7. Lions Commanders later today. Rams 49ers later today. Steelers Chargers later today. That's the Sunday night football game. Then NBA. Helped a couple of my fantasy teams. What branch did you serve in? Army, Yuma. Army. Desert Storm vet. Desert Storm vet. Vikings need to fire all these coaches. They suck. Oh, something happened in the Bills. I think an interception. All right, LeBron pass complete to Derrick Henry for 8. That takes it out to the Baltimore 41. So 2nd and 2 for the Ravens. Up by 6. Up by 6 they are. What do I have to do to get gaming after my name? Derrick Henry, a 14-yard rush, first down. First down Ravens. They're moving the ball quickly. They get it now on Minnesota's side of the field at the 45. What's going on with Lamar? They've been struggling to score in the red zone. You don't look that old. Frank Valenzuela in the house. What's up, Frank? What is up, Frank? How you doing, buddy? Jackson pass complete, caught by Hopkins for 9. That'll be another first down for the Ravens. It takes it to the Minnesota 36, so they are in field goal range. Again, a field goal will make it a two possession game again. We need the defense to do something big here, some kind of turnover. We need this Vikings D to come up big. All right, the Giants put Russell Wilson in at quarterback. Henry a 5-yard gain on a 2nd and 1, first down. And we go to the fourth quarter in this one. We go to the fourth. Ravens 19, Vikings 13. Ravens driving. So Wilson put in for the Giants. Dart is headed to the locker room. So Dart being evaluated for a concussion on a cold day in Chicago. Rank in the house. The battle of play calling, says Edward. Blocks that field goal. Yeah, well, they got a 1st and 10 here. 1st and 10 at the 36 now. We need a turnover. We need like a little pick 6 action. Off the board, says Daniel Quackerbush. Boom, boom. Teula. Marty in the house says hi, hello. I guess we only get 9 for 1/2 a game, says Zach. Not sure what that means. Hey, can we 300 in the chat, y'all? I don't know. Can we? Hey, Val, I came in for the fourth quarter stretch. All right, Obe. What's up, buddy? What is up, dude? What's going on? I think I'm going to move this down just a tad. Tadinsky. Oh, come on, Vikes. Come on, draw something up. Draw something up here. Saints just scored. Daniel says, I'm here. I see you, bro. You're here. Here. It's like you guys are hanging tough. Yeah, that's what I'm watching it on. I'm watching it on Red Zone as well, Obe. That's McCarthy's alter ego. Plays good, apparently, says Zach. Yeah, it's been interesting, Obe, calling it from the graphic. It's kind of like the 3D for the Dodgers, but no 3D. No 3D, but been a rough one. The Vikings should be winning this game. Oh my goodness, the Jets! The Jets just scored again, another long one. 42-yard touchdown by Breece Hall. Holy shit. All right, Henry rushes for 8. They're now at the Minnesota 23. Approaching the red zone again. Oh man, the quarterback for the Jets got blown up there. That was a short pass to Bryce Hall, and he took it into the end zone to give them the 6-point lead, extra point pending. All right, Henry, a 1-yard gain tackled by the Vikings at the 22. So it'll be 3rd and 1, a 3rd and 1. Again, any Ravens score here will make it a 2-possession game. Pop that ball out. It's Holmquist. Pop it out of there. Young Hoku of the Giants kicks it, and it's good. So Giants now 20-10 over the Bears. Flag, though, on the field goal. It's like you guys, yeah. All right, Henry, a 5-yard gain, takes to the 17. Once again, they are in the red zone. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. We're trying so hard to get to 300 in the chat, y'all. We are trying. Henry, 6-yard touchdown, takes to the Minnesota 11. So it'll be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, chat. Skull, get that ball, says Wally G. I don't have Red Zone, but NFL Channel does a good job of keeping up with all the games. I just feel like this is a slow death today by these Vikings. Just a slow, slow death. They haven't even gone. Okay, here we go. It's up now on Red Zone. A pitch going right. He'll get taken down inside the 10 there. That'll make it. Mitchell rushes for 2 on a 2nd and 4. So 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 is the down and distance. Again, I've already said it. Any score by the Ravens makes it a 2-possession game. 300 in the house. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Baltimore calls a timeout. They want to talk about it. Baltimore wants to call a timeout here. They were running a play there when the timeout occurred, but anywho. Little death. You know what that means? Shakespeare? Yeah, I'm not that deep, Hope. I'm not that deep. I think you know that, though. I'm not quite that deep. All right, so now we got full screen here. Vikings Ravens on Red Zone. Third and 2, 11:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Ravens 19, Vikings 13. Come on, get a turnover here, boys. How about a little scoop and score? Little scoop and score. Jackson in the shotgun. They got kind of a bunch formation with one wide out far right. Vikings pressure at the line. They're going right with Jackson. He gets the corner, jumps the defender. Jackson will be down at the 2. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Ravens. Look at all them blockers. Look at all these blockers. They stay with it. 1st and goal. Jackson in the shotgun, a tight end and a wideout to the right. Jackson rolling right, goes corner end zone. Touchdown Ravens. Touchdown! Madness. Mark Andrews catches it. Lamar Jackson passes it. And the Vikings are in real trouble, y'all. The Vikings in real trouble here. Let's see if they hit this extra point. They might go for 2 here. They might go for 2, chat. Yeah, they're lining up for 2. Vikings defense tired, yeah. Yeah, they got almost a 10-minute time of possession. Baltimore's headed almost 10 minutes longer than the Vikes. Shotgun formation on the 2-point conversion. Jackson back to pass. He got him. The extra points are good. Forgot if I added them or not. 27-13. Sadness, y'all. Sadness, 27-13. Miami just scored another touchdown, y'all. Upset alert there. Upset alert there. And for what it's worth, Vikings get the $1 million football. That fumble on the kick return was what did us in, y'all. That's the one that ended any hope. 10:40 to go. 10:40 to go here in the fourth. I feel like every season I try and keep up again, it's just plain wash of a season. I'm with you, EK. Buffalo playing the JV team. I feel you, Val, says Aunt G. Caleb Williams doing? Incomplete. So the Giants still have the lead with 8:41 to go in that one. Again, the scores from around the league are always scrolling on the secondary screen right below me, y'all. If you're looking for the time left in this game or the scores of those other games, that's your plug. That's your plug down below there, y'all. Jets still up on the Browns 24-17. We'll return tomorrow. My next stream is Lakers versus Charlotte Hornets tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Lakers versus Hornets. Feel you too, Val. I'm a Raiders fan. We're 2-7. We suck bad. Every time the Vikings get good press, we lose the game, says Cal Kong. Sorry, but I disagree. What did us in is trusting JJ to get the job done. Damn. 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 I like the kid. I like JJ McCarthy. I'm not going to lie. Don't see it getting better, Bruce. How the Raiders going to rebuild. Did they really fire Carroll yesterday, chat? Did the Raiders really fire Pete Carroll yesterday? I thought I saw something about that. All right, here we go. Loop kicks it 61 yards. Price returns it to the 29. So the Vikings start out at their own 29, 1st and 10, down by 14. Yeah, down by 14, chat. I did the math in my head. Sorry, wrong button. It might have been one of those trash posts, y'all. It might have been one of those trash posts that was a lie. Clicks. But I did see it. Mason, a 12-yard run. First down, Vikes. First down, Vikes. Be 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 41. Let's get a tutty here and at least have it within reach. You know what I mean? Get a touchdown here. Play some defense. But I don't think you want it to be a quick score here because that defense is tired. That defense definitely sucking for air. Up, Justin Jefferson, a false start. Come on, bro. So 1st and 15 now. They are full screen on NFL Network here. 9:57 to go in the fourth. So 1st and 15, McCarthy in the shotgun, running back to his left. Two wideouts here down low, one up high. McCarthy a crosser intended for Hawkinson and a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Pass interference on Roquan Smith of the Ravens. Minnesota Viking. First down. All right, so they take the game away there. It'll be first now. 1st and 10 from the 36. I think. The penalty right gives you an automatic first down. Lets you get the Raiders going. McCarthy back to pass. Sacked at the Minnesota 38. What's the chances of we getting the button right, y'all?
Bruh.
They're not good, y'all. Come on, man. You got to put some numbers on here or something, Jeff. Because obviously you failing. I don't know, Everett. I thought I saw a post about it, about Carroll being fired yesterday. It could have been one of them trash posts. I mean, if you guys don't know, then it probably didn't happen. So 2nd and 13, McCarthy complete to Hawkinson for 4 yards. So 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 is the down and distance. I feel like at this point you're in four downs, right? Label the buttons. I know, bro. It's just those four that got me effed up, y'all. It's those four. It's the sack, interception, fumble. But I guess wrong every time. 4 yards. Oh boy. I feel like we're in 4 down territory, right? Especially if we're past midfield. Oh, pass incomplete intended for Jefferson. Penalty on Baltimore. Awuzie. That'll probably be another first down. That'll probably be another first down, Chet. Mason rushes for 1 yard on 1st and 10. He's down to the Baltimore 19. We be moving, y'all. Vikings in the red zone. Finally got a call. Finally got a call, y'all. So 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Pass complete. Catch by Naylor for 6. So a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Trying to make this respectful. I think my prediction pregame was 27-24 Vikings. I think that was my prediction. 27-24 Vikings. I got it backwards. Got it backwards, chat. Back to pass, incomplete. Intended. Some dude. They don't know. They don't know who it was. They're Canadian. You couldn't expect them to know, y'all. So that's going to bring up 4th and 3. They got to go. They got to go here, chat. All right. Nope. I don't get to see it. No, we'd rather look at this shit on the opposite 30. Rather look at that. All right, here we go. On the TV. 4th and 3. McCarthy shotgun, running back in front of him to the right. Back to pass. McCarthy. End zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. So turnover on downs. Horrible pass there by McCarthy. Not even close. Not even close, that fourth down pass by McCarthy. So the drive ends with a whimper. It ends with a whimper, chat. We're at 7,300 views with 282 up in here, up in here. I don't know. I picked up like almost 30 subs in this one, so a little bit of life. A little bit of life on the NFL side. Okay, LeBron pass complete to Henry. Ahmed Media. We went for it. It was 4th down, Shannon. We went for it. It was 4th and 3. Backwards like the cowboy, chat. Sports guy who wears his jersey. I hate chat sports, yo. I'm not going to lie. F the corporations. Nathaniel Bressi in the house. Why do I think I know that name? Why do I think that I know this Nathaniel Bressi guy? We got big things popping all over the NFL right now. Kicker would have made a better pass there, says Steve. Ron has never made a pass. A slant on 3rd down would have been a 1st down, says Tang Yang. Cat sports is a joke for sheep fans. Oh, you were from the baseball telecast? I'd be looking for this guy that offered me a monster sponsorship. Then it turned out he was a scammer. I thought maybe that was you. I blocked him on Twitter, y'all, but I didn't block him in here because I didn't know what his name was in here. I reported him for scam. Man, wouldn't that have been the shit to get a monster sponsorship? That would have been crazy, y'all. Would have been crazy. Henry rushes for no yards. All right, so the Vikings defense holds him on 1st. That out. Ravens are going to win. At least you realize the scam. I almost got. Oh, I really did. I almost got, bro. He said, I'm sending you an email with a link. And I said, you know, you are? And I said, okay, well, let me scroll down your X timeline. And it was about 4 months ago that he went from a Russian propagandist to nothing but monster related content on his X page. TikTok is another stupid app. I love me some TikTok, bro. Let's go, Minnesota. I don't know what happened after that play, but shit. Open all links. Nope. I thought that was you, Nathaniel. It was a Russian propaganda site, y'all. So you know they were trying to get my bank info or something. I was like, yeah, yeah, dog. Back to pass, incomplete, intended for Hill. That was on. So it jumped. It skipped Jackson being sacked and then went to 3rd and 16, and he incomplete. So the Ravens got to punt it. Don't get got, Valhalla. This is Drip Show. Man, I thought I had a monster sponsorship, y'all. I thought that would have looked sick. Chinese love all your personal data, Val, says Everett. It's hard to squeeze money out of a turnip, chat. All right, the punt. Minnesota gets the $1 million football. I'm going to peek up here and see how much time's left in the fourth quarter. 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter. I was in the Army, Yuma. I was in the Army. Oh no, the energy drink. I need Lamar to get 189.5. Gambler alert. Yeah, I got out right after Desert Storm, Yuma. Great late George Carlin once said, "Stupid people win stupid prizes." Val. It's Holmquist. You guys don't think I'm good enough to have a monster sponsorship? Come on. I ain't looking for a lot. Hey, thank you, Yuma Johnny. Thank you, buddy. I'm not looking for a lot from a sponsor, y'all. Send me a couple hundred a month. Some free drinks. Greatest philosopher of his time. I'm cheap, y'all. I'm cheap. Send me a couple hundred a month. Put your logo on the screen. Yes, you are cheap. I wonder if a large wooden box full of money that the Nigerian prince left me is still at LAX. What was that? Don Chavez just subscribed. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Better get a Buzzball sponsorship. I would do that too. I'm not picky, y'all. I would love it to be something that I like. Yeah, I drink monsters every day. A McCarthy pass complete. Addison 22 yards for a Minnesota Viking. First down. I think I'm about to see it right here. Yep, there's the Addison catch. Takes it to the Ravens side of midfield. Incomplete then, intended for Addison on 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 35. So 2nd and 10. It'd be rolling now, yo. It'd be rolling. Rolling. Jeff Mathis MF and game shit show with the flags and defense, but it's awesome, says Chris L. Have fun, Chris. Have fun, girl. Too cool. Check on that box at the post office from the Nigerian prince, please. All right, I'm going to get him something else. Hate speech, graphic violence. Yep, that's what they're guilty of. I might be able to get you a Pamper sponsor, Val. Let me know. I'm interested. I don't give a shit. Monster a day keeps his kidney stone straight. Oh no, I gotta time them some bitches out too. McCarthy back to pass, incomplete, intended for Addison. Fudge, says Chris. I drink more than one a day. I drink more than one a day, EK. COO gets mad when I drink 3 a day before noon. These are my weakness, y'all. The green ones. The green ones are my weakness, chat. Call me. Get him a Depend sponsorship. Red Bull has sugar free now, says Everett. These are sugar free, y'all. These are the sugar free monsters. This is the Ultra Paradise. My favorite, the green can. Oh my goodness, the Dolphins. Another big touch. McCarthy throws a pick. Third interception of the day.
Bruh. Go!
Third interception of the day for McCarthy. I can't drink Monster anymore. They taste like Splenda. Well, I love the greenies, bro. I love the coffee monster, says Shannon. Damn it, McCarthy. I should probably close betting. All right, 42,000 in the kitty. If the Vikings come back and have a miraculous comeback, y'all, I'll give everybody in here 50,000 points. I will contact Depends ASAP. That would be kind of embarrassing, but as long as they pay, I don't give a shit. Denny Hamlin has always had a hard time winning, I feel. I lost my bet, says Ant. Me too. Lost my bet. New Red Bull. What happened? Wait, what happened? Did they wave off the interception? Did they wave off the pick in the Viking game? Taylor for 28. They must have waved off that pick, and I missed it. So anyway, if the Vikings come back and win, y'all, I will give everybody 50,000. I just closed betting, so I didn't forget. This mirrors the ginger emoji, kind of creepy looking. The ginger, incomplete, intended for Jefferson on a 2nd and 5. Still don't know what happened there. It's a ginger emoji. What that is. Put it in the chat. Oh, that. So 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Vikes. Incomplete, intended for Addison this time. It's going to be 4th and 5. The Vikings got to go for the tutty, y'all. And they're not even showing it. We're literally watching Jets, Browns. Here we go. 4th and goal and a fucking false start. 7 false start penalties by the Vikings offensive line today. Three a day is insane. Like a pale lobster. Paul Ridgway says Flock Nation. Flock the Ravens. 4th and goal from the 10. McCarthy back to pass. Throws it back in the end zone. Naylor. Touchdown Vikes. All right, so you got to kick the extra point to make it a 1-point game or a 1-touchdown game. Oh, drag swag by Naylor, y'all. McCarthy to Naylor for 7. Why would you go for 2? No, no, no. They're talking about him going for 2, chat. I don't think you do that. Don't make it so you have to do something difficult until you have to do something difficult. 2-point conversion attempt, incomplete. That's my point. That is my point, chat, right there. Why do that? I hate it, y'all. I got that backwards. I hate that call there. I hate it. Just take the points, make it a 7-point game, and then if you want to, go for 2 next time to win it. Hate it, y'all. I hate that. They still must go for 2 if they score again. I know. Why would we try for 2? That's what I said. That's what I said, chat. Made me angry. It gave me a case of the ass. Cash Patel needs to look at this thing that just happened. Fuck Cash Patel. No right mind would do that, says Holmquist. I don't know. I just think you make it a 7-point game. Awful KO decision. Awful chancy to go for 2. I think they wanted to go for the win if they got 2 and scored again. Yeah, but why? I mean, just why make that decision there? You don't have to make it there. You take the point, make it a 7-point game, and if you get back down there again, then make a decision. Do you want to go for the win or do you want to go for the tie? Yeah, no spamming in cursive. I couldn't even read it. I couldn't even read it, y'all. What do we got left? 3:19 to go in the 4th, chat. 3:19 to go in the 4th. Jackson rushes for 6. Takes it out to the 17. So a 2nd and 4. Oh, Oh my goodness, the Bears. Williams a long run to take the lead against the Giants. Holy crap. All right, Vikings D's got a hold here, y'all. I think the timeouts are correct. Saw that, Obe. All right, Derrick Henry rushes for 3. So 3rd and 1 is the down and distance. Sushi Nova, fix your font. Fix your font. Ain't nobody can read that shit. All right, timeout number 2 by Minnesota. Timeout number 2. Patriots looking like a real team today, says Obe. Card rushes for 3. So 1st and 10, y'all. This thing's all over but the crying. This thing is all over but the crying. Why do you take a timeout there, too? I never understand why O'Connell takes timeouts to help the opposing team get their shit together. I will never understand why he does that shit. Colts, Jonathan Taylor, almost 300 yards rushing. He went off today. Does Derrick Henry have 80? Let me look real fast. Let me look real fast for you, sir. 20 for 75. 20 for 75 for Henry. Bills have some questions. How about now? That looks better. That looks better, buddy. Derrick Henry for no yards. I saw the run at the end, Sarah. How many did he get? No problem, Saul. No problem, buddy. Sadness here, y'all. Vikings fan. The temperature's been cooling down. Feels like fall, says Ed G. Huge win for the Jets, Jets. So I have to stay here on the secondary screen as time runs out, chat, because I won't know what's going on. Because NFL Network sure ain't. They told Henry not to go over 80, the damn mafia. Sarah says 8-2, baby. Dandy dimes, Miss Sarah. Dandy dimes. Dandy dimes. All right, Flowers rushes for 6 yards on a 2nd and 10. Fumbles. It's recovered by him. And we are at the 2-minute warning in this one. 2-minute warning. All right, the afternoon games have kicked off, chat. Font too small. Tyler Warren is a stud, Sarah Small. I thought the Bills would win today. They got hammered. Prize team of the season has to be the Patriots, says Mr. Nobody. All right, well, we're going to report this one for y'all. I'll report them for porn. That one gets reported for porn. Favorite team is the Vikings, but they're letting them win, to be honest. Ravens Broncos are the superpower. Sorry, wrong button, says William. My Giants, man, they had this in the bag and they let him off the hook. Bart goes out of this game and the Giants went to shit, y'all. Williams gets that scoring touchdown. Valhalla got the best fonts in the business. I thought the Vikings would win today, but choked. Oops, says K-Dub. See? All right, we'll go to the main for the rest of this, y'all. It's just a couple kneel downs. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete, and the Bears get the win on a snowy day in Chicago. The Vikings got to be sellers at the deadline, don't they, chat? All right, Jackson's pass, incomplete, intended for a receiver on a 3rd and 4. So I don't know. They might kick it. I think the Vikes are out of timeouts, too. So the Vikings will get the ball back. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So we'll go back to the graphic. So you're telling me there's a chance the trade deadline passed in the NFL? All right, so Minnesota going to get the ball. Down by 8. A flag on the return, of course. I don't see any timeouts. They're showing me the small screen. I don't see any timeouts. You can still hook us up with the 50. This drip. Okay, holding by the receiving team, as always. So 1st and 10, Minnesota inside the 15. 144 to go in that game, chat. 144 to go in this game. They went away from it. They went away from the game. Jets gave up on 25-26 already. Was the deadline last week? I might have to get back into fantasy football, y'all, because I don't pay that much attention to it, to be honest with you. Take it, says K-Dub. Long pass on first, almost picked off. Almost picked off on 1st and 10 there, chat. McCarthy back to pass, incomplete for Jefferson. That was the play I just called. So 2nd and 10 from the Minnesota 8. The Texans mascot is annoying. He's just an inflated guy. All right, they go back to the Viking game. McCarthy in the shotgun on a 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Steps out of the end zone. He's going to run it. He's going to run it real far. McCarthy out to the 35 for a Minnesota Viking first down. 125 clock running. Minnesota is out of timeouts. 116. McCarthy shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up, throws it, caught by Hawkinson, but a short gain of about 4. Get on the ball. Get on the ball. No timeouts. 1 minute, 1 second clock running. 2nd and 6 is the down and distance. Get where you're supposed to be. Ball snapped. McCarthy back to pass. Throws over the middle. Incomplete, intended for Naylor. So clock stops with 47 seconds on it, and they took it away. They took it away on NFL Red Zone. Oh my goodness. Seahawks just scored on a long pass. Smith in Jigba. 43-yard tutty. Glad I didn't play Hawkinson. Hawkinson been a disappointment this year. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 on NFL Network. We got a false start, our 8th of the game. The 8th false start penalty on the Vikings today. Asses will be chewed. Asses will be chewed this week. Ryan O'Neal called for it again. Seahawks are so good this year, says Sarah Small. At 3rd and 6 still. Shotgun formation. 5 wide. McCarthy steps up. He's going to run it again. He's spinning. He's doing all that stuff. It's going to be 4th and about 4. 34 seconds clock running here in the 4th quarter. 4th down. Get going, baby. Snap it. Timeout called by Baltimore. That is their 2nd. That's ridiculous. Absolutely. Someone on the line. If Baltimore had run on their last play, this game would be over already, says Roland. NFC West is so good that all the teams benefit from that competition all season. Oh, man. What do you do, Chad, on a Sunday afternoon when you're an old dude like me? What do you do after the Viking game? Do you go take a nap? Or do you drop in on Battlefield 6? What do you do, Chad? Sorry, wrong button. Thank you for Cam Bynum, says Sarah. Are you talking shit, Miss Sarah? McCarthy just scrambling around back there. Finally throws it on a comebacker, incomplete. So the Ravens, all they got to do is kneel on this puppy, and it's final. All they got to do is kneel on it, and this game will be final. Sadness. Sadness, y'all. McCarthy looking like Tommy Kramer there. Oh my goodness. McCarthy got blown up there too. All right. So Jackson kneels, and this game is final. This game is final, chat. Baltimore Ravens 27, Minnesota Vikings 19 is your final. Was McCarthy drunk? Oh, y'all. I don't know. I'm encouraged, y'all. We're going to be right at like 9,000 views. We picked up like 30 or 40 subs after hemorrhaging them all week. So I'm kind of encouraged. I'll be back tomorrow night for Lakers versus Hornets, I believe. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Figure out what we're going to do from here. Time for J.J. McCarthy to pretend to be hurt. Keep eggnog away from McCarthy. Drip show. Sorry, Viking fans. McCarthy rated as the worst quarterback in the NFL. I like him. I don't care. I like him. I like him. Let's give the kid a chance. Who cares? Let him keep playing. I'm out of here, says William Vernoy. It was those freaky Blue Jays fans. I know they're the ones leaving. Monday Night Football going to be good. Eagles, Packers. Yeah, I'm doing Lakers, though. Miss Sarah. I'm doing Lakers. But anywho, this one is final. 27-19. I want to say good day, Gracie. Thank you to the Berserkers and the V-Homies. Those are the subscribers and the members. We'll see you tomorrow, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow here on VST. First half of the season for him. Disgusting Vikings football. This is Dan Weaver. Have a great day. See you soon. The Drip Show giveaway, y'all. The Drip Show giveaway is going to be on Friday. I believe before a Laker game. I believe it will be before a Laker game. Probably in the Laker game stream. Sarah says, have a great day, everyone. Coffee time, says Everett. On to the Rams games. Good luck, Ope. Let's go Ravens, says Ravens fan. Go Rams. All right, where's my Lambo, y'all? I'm out. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Yeah! It's that time again. You know where you at? Valhalla, let's get it! Turn the sound up! Lights down low, but the screen bright, glowing. Another game day, yeah, the energy flowing. Valhalla's on the mic, yeah, the host with the most. From the west to the Midwest, we raising the toast for the boys in blue. Dodger fan, we run deep, while the other fans sleep. These the promises we keep. Every pitch, every swing, in the chat we all in. This ain't just a stream, this a straight up call, and we getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight. For the purple and gold or the blue and white. From the Calico sun to the Minnesota cold. For the Vikings faithful, stories yet to be told. Skull Vikes in the house, hear the war horn sound. Best sports talk on the tube, just look around. Then we switching the lanes for the other purple and gold. Laker Nation stand up, watch the legends unfold. This a place for the fans by a real fanatic. The passion is real, man, the vibe's automatic. We getting loud in the hall tonight. Got the whole chat vibing, feeling right. Valhalla's calling, yeah, the game is on. We be here till the victory is won. We getting loud in the hall tonight. For the purple and gold or the blue and white. Yeah, you see the vision, you feel the pride. Hit that subscribe, nowhere to hide. Smash it like button, show them we here. Become a member, make the message clear. You ain't just a viewer, you part of the crew. Showing that support, yeah, we seeing you. Yeah! The hall is live! Valhalla Sports